All right, so you've gone ahead and you max out your calendar every single day. You're on the call 8 hours a day and you literally don't have time to do anything. Now it's time for you to go ahead and hire your first sales rep. Now that can be very intimidating because you know how good of a sales rep you are and you're really good at sales. How can someone else replicate that? Like, how do I go ahead and free up more time for myself to be order to go ahead and grow the business and provide more value to my customers? So in this video, I'll be breaking down from A to Z, the whole process on when it comes to hiring and training and scaling your sales team. I'll be giving you guys everything from A to Z and not leaving anything behind. Very excited for this video. Let's jump right into it. How to hire and build a sales team. A to Z blueprint. I'm literally gonna show you guys everything in today's video. So buckle your seatbelts in. So when are you ready to hire? This is a very important phase. You only wanna hire when it hurts, not before. When you can feel like you can make more money, but you can't take on appointments, KPI. You wanna have at least 8 strategy sessions per day consistently. Next, you also wanna see if you could decrease the bookings by increasing the quality. If you're still maxing out your calendar after deleting lower quality applications, now it's time to start hiring a sales rep. Why hire? 1, time. You will free up another 30 to 40 hours per week. You'll be able to free up a vast majority of your work days so you can reallocate that high portion of your time to key projects around product improvement and innovation. Common mistakes: hiring too early. If a script, funnel, product pricing is not dialed in, the sales rep will fail. If you don't have enough leads to train them with, they will fail. And if you don't have enough data of your own results for them to compare and look at, they will fail. For example, Sam Owens did 25 calls for his program and closed 24 out of 25 to prove that 96% close rate was possible. So another thing I wanted to let you guys know, it's too expensive to hire early. Because if you pay $200 per call, and it usually takes 20 calls before they start closing. So let's say they fail their first 20 calls, that's $4,000 in ad spend. Plus 3 to 6 potential sales that you would have gotten if you done the calls personally. So at 3K per call, that means you're losing 9 to 18K in potential sales that you would have closed yourself personally. So that's a $13,000 to $22,000 loss per sales rep. You want to then consider potentially another 10 to 30 extra calls on top until they're at your closing rate. And this doesn't include your time and attention that you have to put in to train them. So it's a big investment. So you really want to make sure that you're ready and your machine is dialed in as much as possible. Sales reps criteria. So you want to look for people that have both ego and empathy. So ego, they have that killer instinct, the ability to hit targets. Empathy, the ability to understand the client's situation. And they're able to still take on coaching to improve. And they also want a passion for enrollment style course. They want to be able to love sales, psychology, scripts, and get excited and absolutely lit up about any little improvement to become better. And it doesn't feel like work for them. Passion over greed. You want to look for people with some experience, but they're still willing to learn and take coaching. I don't recommend developing reps purely from scratch with zero sales or business experience because it's very expensive and risky. You want to bet on a strong horse. You want someone that has at least 6 months of commission-only sales experience. They have a good closing rate, and you want to look for someone that shows that they enjoy sales and they want to continue down that route. And the younger the better because they'll be more coachable. The best ones are active with other organizations, but most of the time they're unhappy with their situation and they're thinking about switching to other companies. Pick them up before they even start searching. Where should you look for sales reps? Where's the best place to start? I highly recommend start with your current students because the level of buy-in shows their commitment. If they've bought into your course, they're committed to you. Without commitment and buy-in, they'll never become exceptional. These are where you find the best sales reps in your current pool of students. Hire the best. Don't settle for just good sales reps. Demand the best. Professional, takes coaching well. Settling for someone good just to fill the position quickly will hurt you. Lose any compounding effect from the ad spend and investment. Usually people just get better and better over time. You lose that compounding effect if you just hire someone mediocre, and the training will go to waste. You want someone that's entrepreneurial, but not too much. Someone that's comfortable with commission only, so they're entrepreneurial. And they have the ability to take 8 appointments per day, 5 to 6 days a week. They're not distracted by other things, just sales, and they enjoy that repetition of just getting better at sales. So where do you find sales reps? So as I said before, phase 1, your students. The best results start here. People who are already bought in, people who understand your mission and product. Phase 2, go to your existing network. Find friends or associates that might be interested in the position. Like friends of friends, friends within Facebook groups, direct message and book in an interview with people who might be interested. Put up a sort of post on your Facebook and Instagram telling them how you're looking for another team member. 3, Facebook and Instagram posts. So what I just mentioned. Explain what your company is and what you're looking for. Ask them to send you a message. Ask them to tag friends. And go to Facebook relevant groups, the e-commerce niche, dropshipping niche, sales niche. Ask the admin of the group ahead of time before you post that job listing because they might not like it. So you want to make sure you ask the admin of the group before you post this sort of job listing. And 5, this is the last option. Like not many people do this. I don't do this. But you could go to like Indeed.com or JobSeeker, Seek.com. Depending on your country, everyone has like a countrywide job board. Start with a $0 free job posting. And then if you need more, you could increase the budget and get your ad promoted. But rarely do you get to this stage. Once you attract these sales reps, it's time to do the interview. You want to start with the carrot. You want to show them a clear pathway on how they can make $10,000 to $20,000 per month with predictability. No lead gen required. We do all the heavy lifting and they're able to work at home. So these are the 3 main things that's going to incentivize them to take on this job. And you want to make sure that you let them know that this is a rare opportunity for the prospect to work with you. You want to chat and email briefly about their current work situation before booking in an interview because that's going to take a lot of time and energy. So you want to sort of just chat with them, ask them who gets their leads, what attracted them to the field, get them to reveal what their situation is like. And often they'll share if they had any thoughts of leaving or like other situations within the company. Another important thing, you definitely want to ask for old sales trackers, call recordings, leaderboard files, CRM stats, screenshots, or anything similar. Reference from the previous managers. The more data and the more things they give you, the better. All this homework will save you tons of time because then you'll just have to interview tons of people that aren't a right fit. Schedule in an interview, 45 minutes long. Ask them about the strategy they use and how well they've mastered it. Do video interviews. Always do video interviews. That's the best. On the interview, you want to ask them about their track record on closing. Were they number 1 in their company? Listen to the old call recordings of their live deals. See if they can mesh in with your style. Ask them how would they be able to integrate your style of say silence, pauses, or open questions. See if they are willing to take on your sort of feedback or your strategy. Ask them to tell you about some challenges they face. This is an amazing question because it's very difficult to make up these stories. And ask, why was that challenge? How did they overcome it? Did they just let the manager deal with it? Or did they just ignore the problem? How did they overcome it? Were they resourceful or did they just blame others? Ask them, why sales and not something else? Why not start your own company? You're looking for someone that has children or family. Someone that's hungry to be successful, reasons to understand their past and their behaviors for why they're looking for a job. So you don't want to look for someone that's like, I just want to try something new because they're just going to fail. They don't have the grit and a high pain threshold. And what you want to observe is, are they listening? Do they make excuses? How comfortable do you feel with them on the phone? Because if you're able to comfortably talk to them, they're most likely going to be able to close students because they'll be just as comfortable and charismatic with other people. Would this person close you? That's what you want to ask yourself. Then, once the interview goes well, you want to go ahead and break down the comp plan. Break down the expected leads, the expected close, a road path for them to reach $10,000 to $20,000 per month. This will give them the confidence to go all in on your training, onboarding and training. Damn, I'm literally taking you guys through everything. They need to go through your whole course. Literally what you sell, you need to ask them to go through all of it. Now you might ask why. Because you want them to be able to answer any single questions students might have or customers might have. Customers might ask, hey, I already have a funnel, but I'm having troubles getting cheap calls. Or they might be saying, I already have a store set up, but I'm struggling with Facebook ads. Then the sales rep will know by going through the course, saying, yes, we solved this in week 7. Yes, don't worry, most of the course is scaling anyways. 2, you want to create a sales training mini course, an in-depth breakdown of your sales script. Literally a 40-minute video of you explaining your whole script and why all the pauses, everything in detail. Have them listen to at least 15 recorded calls from you and your team. 4, ask them to shadow your course. Set up another call with them on Slack or Zoom or Skype. So if your call is on Skype, set up a call with them on Zoom and have them shadow your call. Immersion is very powerful and have them do this at least for 2 days. Get them to do the first 20 calls ASAP. They may only close 1 to 2 deals depending on how good they are. A closing rate of 5 to 15% is understandable for the first 20 calls. 7. So you might be asking, how do I know if they're good? What numbers should I be looking? Here are the KPIs. I'm giving you guys all the numbers. So 7. 20 to 50 calls in, the closing rate should be above 20%. If not, you should be listening and critiquing their calls. When should you let them go? If they're repeating the bad habits that you have fixed, if after 50 plus calls, they're not closing like you, let them go. Because this is what they're doing full time. You're literally like me. I'm doing everything. I'm doing like the copywriting, to the ads, to the calls, to the improving the product, to the YouTube videos, to the marketing. And all they have to do is sales. So they must be able to do that better than me. If not, I'm gonna have to let them go and find a new person. Next, ongoing management. Very important. Good sales reps are self-managing. They're able to self-correct. They're able to listen to their own call recordings and improve. You want to create a sharing and winning sales culture. You want to create a leaderboard where people can listen to each other's recordings. You want to create a sharing environment. So you want to have a cool leaderboard with every single person's result and create like a cool, like give prizes away to the top sales rep every single month. Incentivize them to do better. Create like bonuses, create tiers, create like, if you go ahead and close 3 people, the next closes, you get an extra 2%. If you do more than this revenue, then you get a bonus sort of commission. Create incentives for them to just go above and beyond. And yeah, that's the whole training video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just gave you guys everything. This PowerPoint took so long, as you guys saw in that time lapse. Like this PowerPoint took me like several hours to put together. So hope you guys enjoy this training. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting course with me. The winners here. If you guys want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. As always, these slides that you're watching right now, completely for free in the description below. I want to go ahead and give you guys as much value as possible. So get these slides for free in the description below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.